Gentlemen, we have called you together to inform you that we are going to overthrow the United States government. Do you still think that jet fuel brought down the World Trade Center? Does anybody else see a problem here? If the government has nothing to hide, why are they so afraid to answer a few questions? This story does not add up.
To never forget 3,000 people that I've never met. We want some answers and all that we get. Some kind of shit about a terrorist threat. Surprise, surprise.
Hello, Richard the Dick Coughlin 616, how are you? I'd like to start this video by first thanking everybody so far who has downloaded my show Eat a Queer Fetus for Jesus that was filmed at the Hen and Chickens Theatre. I'll put a link to it, it's down below, so for those of you who missed it or may not have seen it. So far 1,200 people have downloaded it, so thank you very much for that. Hope you're enjoying it. Please go and download it if you haven't. And now back to our favourite hobby here on the internet, yelling at retards and telling them they're wrong. A little while ago I made a video on here called Alex Jones Parody, in which I did my best impression of Alex Jones, which isn't that great an impression of Alex Jones, and I basically I took stuff that he'd said and I mixed it with made up stuff, and I kind of lied a bit in the video. I said that half of the stuff I said, sort of like half of the stuff I said was made up and half of the stuff was real stuff he'd actually said. I have to be honest now, basically, I think there was like 2 things I said in the video that I had made up, and the rest of it was stuff he had genuinely said. And it was kind of like disappointing to see the amount of Alex Jones fans who came to the video screaming at me, taking the piss out of him, when all I was doing was repeating stuff that they would have probably seen me say. I've had a lot of reasonable responses though from Alex Jones fans. Here's one of the most reasonable I've received. You are pathetic. This shit isn't even funny. A broomstick has more talent than you do, you stupid attention whore. If you hate Alex, make videos disproving his claims. Don't think that your stupid attempt at ridicule is disproving him in any way. You are just a sad atheist scum, and your video is stupid and not funny at all. You fucking bag of shit, you should make fun of the young turds. Those scumbags are as dumb and fake as you are. Obviously this guy thought this through immensely. Over that, he just leant on the caps lock button. But I actually have made fun of the Young Turks, but obviously research not the best best hobby of the Alex Jones fanatic. Seeing as you're saying it, here's one of the reasons I don't take Alex Jones seriously, and it's always a disappointment to me when people I know and respect, or people I like, actually recommend Alex Jones stuff to me, or show me an Alex Jones video, or link me to it in some way. Now this is an old clip, and it's one that I've actually used before in videos, but for me, it is enough for me to sit here and dismiss everything Alex Jones ever says, and just walk away from him. It's this clip here.
But the reason there's so many gay people now is because it's a chemical warfare operation. I have the government documents where they said they're going to encourage homosexuality with chemicals so that people don't have children.
Now, I don't know what these door Q mints are, but he always seems to have them, you know, and I like the bit where he actually shows them and everything. But anyway, apparently the government is going to encourage homosexuality with chemicals, which is the reason there's so many gay people. The fact that there's no evidence to prove there are so many more gay people now, it's just that we live in a society that's a bit more reasonable than it used to be, and it's a little bit more open to different and diverse forms of sexual orientation. So maybe there's not more gay people, it's just that there's more open and honest gay people, because we have little things like we don't birch them, or throw them in prison for being gay. That could be one of the main reason. But he says that the government is, government documents, the documents that he's got from the government. But yes, he's got them, and they prove that they're putting something in our food. Now you might think, well, that's you're just saying stuff here. You're just laughing and fobbing it off. Okay, fair enough. You're right. So let's have a look at what he says next. Listen to what he says next, and then we'll see. This is why I don't want to have to waste my time refuting it, right? And, go listen to this.
I even catch myself, Bob, drinking out of these estrogen mimickers.
Do you hear that? I even catch myself. Alex Jones is so disconnected from his own fucking conscious being that he sometimes does things and he catches himself. Imagine that. Imagine he catches himself doing... Imagine... change the activity. The other day I caught myself wanking. What would that suggest to you? That would suggest that I'm probably a bit mental. And that I've just started masturbating like a dervish in the middle of a bus station, and I've just caught myself. Oh my God, he knows about it. He's got the documents that prove it. But yet he sits there and goes, I caught myself. I can't believe, what am I doing? Oh God, you know it's fucking bad for you.
But you'll probably say it if it's lined with it inside the plastic packaging. I wonder if this spring water, natural lime flavor I'm drinking. I know full well HEB's putting fluoride in this. Why am I drinking this? I know full well these kettle chips say that they don't have MSG, but they've got the yeast extract thing that says it's MSG. What's wrong with us? Why won't we stop? Why am I so weak?
Because you're a fucking moron, or you're a lying bastard. They are the only two options, Alex. Pick one. You can't pick... I know that bleach is bad for me. I know that if I stick my knob in some bleach and start doing that, I know that it's gonna hurt in the morning, right? At least, right? But I don't do it. I don't find myself going, why am I fucking the bleach again? And God, look at me, I've just caught myself humping the bleach again whilst punching my baby in the face. Why am I doing this, right? Stop dipping your balls in the fucking food blender. And you carry on doing it. But it gets worse.
And they know that they have immersed us in this, Bob. For those watching on prisonplanet.tv, here's the inside of this juice box. And if they zoom in any more, see that thin plastic? It's got it.
What? It's got what? It's packaging, you moron. It's plastic. It's just packaging, that's it. It's nothing. Why am I supposed to be shocked by this? And it's the confidence in which he asserts, oh, look at that, it's there. All the morons watching it go, oh, yeah, obviously, yes, obviously, it's the, it's the thing with the free and it's all that. It's fucking bullshit, man. And he says even better now, gets even better.
And I'm letting my children drink this.
He's letting his children drink this. Right? Now think about that for a second. What's he trying to tell you there? He just told you this stuff makes you gay, and is part of the big plan of the NWO to stop people having children, which is going very well considering we're now past 7 billion people on the planet, which is an increase of 6 billion in the last century, right? So they're doing very well there, aren't they? And he's telling you he's giving it to his children, he's eating it himself, and he knows this. Now either he is so brainwashed by the NWO with their magic light bulbs that control your brain, or he's lying. But think about that for a second. He also doesn't take into account that it's just estrogen, right? That the women are going to drink these drinks and eat this food as well. Well, that's going to make them lesbian. So you give estrogen to a man, it makes him gay. You give estrogen to a woman, it makes it... No, it's all nonsense, this, right? And I don't need it. If God appeared to me now and said, right, you're going to burn in hell if you get this question wrong, right? Is Alex Jones talking out of his arse? I'd say, yes, he's talking out of his fucking arse, right? But it's not even that. Right? It's not even that. Look at his things he said about evolution. I'll leave links to the video in which he talked about evolution. Also links to the Becuase video where he responded to it. In the video he says that he doesn't believe in evolution the way it's packaged. He then goes on to cite loads of fake discoveries from the evolutionist side of it. Things like, obviously, like Piltdown Man and bits and pieces like that. Things that were refuted with science, right? But he spouts it out. He then says things like, there are scientists nowadays who are converting because they're looking at all this, and as we discover more, they're like, well, there's something else going on here. This is straight out of the Intelligent Design propaganda playbook. This is a man who claims that he's got the inside word on what's going on in the government and what's going on politically, and yet he's too stupid to be able to work out what is religious creationist propaganda and what is science. And he's sitting there expecting me to believe that the food I'm eating is turning me gay. It's not doing a very good job, Alex. And yet I see people who sit there and go, oh well, but he's right about this and he's right about that. Who says he's right about it? Why do you believe him? Of course he's going to be right about some things. Not everybody is wrong about everything all the time. Everybody's going to be right about something. But the overall big plan of it is this man believes that devils and demons from hell control the leaders of the planet. And that their plan is to put... That's his end game, right? Is to terrify you into an absolute sort of state where you will give him money and for his DVDs and his shitty stuff that he sells, and because you want to believe that this stuff is true. You want to, you want to believe that you're going to be shipped off to a FEMA camp and murdered. Like, you're not. And I tell you what, if we are, I tell you what, I will send you an apology. I'll say, you know what, I feel a right tit about this, okay? And here's another thing, and everyone always asks this question, if Alex Jones is actually telling the truth and exposing the New World Order, why haven't they just killed him? Why is he still alive? I asked this question once to some Alex Jones fanboy. Do you know what he said? He said, oh well, they can't kill Alex Jones because it's far too high profile. Really? Killing Alex Jones is too high profile. They can fly two planes into the world's tallest buildings, killing 3,000 people, and detonate another massive building next to that. They can fake the moon landing, and they can assassinate Abraham Lincoln, Kennedy, Gandhi, Martin Luther King. They can do all of this. They can do all that. But killing Alex Jones, oh, that's too high profile. You know what the sad thing is? No matter how Alex Jones dies, it will be a conspiracy. And that's exactly how he wants it to be. But the truth is, it's bollocks. And I have no interest in him or anyone who thinks anything highly of him above that of him being an earthworm. Right? He's mildly entertaining, right? He has brought us such classics as... and of course... and let's not forget... But other than that, he's just another fat blowhard who's scamming you out of your money. He is the faith healer of the modern era, and I feel sorry for you for buying into it. Richard the Dick Coughlin 616. Good night, may God be less.